Welcome to the ITL. Well, it never ceases to amaze me how much I can wait and try to work around people cutting their grass whenever I come out and set everything up, start shooting. It's like they break out the lawnmower and start them up right on purpose. I know it's being paranoid, but still. What a pain in the butt. This is actually Thursday for me. I am actually running a tad bit late making this video for the week. But saying that, it's been a pretty somewhat an eventful week. I got to cut my grass though. I'm going to do that here tomorrow. What has happened to my week? Well, yesterday was basically the biggest day of the week. And this will basically tell you why I hate welded exhaust. Not that you can't take them apart unless you cut the welds, but this is why I dislike welded exhausts. Talking about my SUV, it's got basically, except for the flex pipe on it, it's got the stock exhaust from was brand new from back in about 2005. Okay, it's an old exhaust. It's rusty. A while back I heard that it was getting kind of a little bit louder. I figured, and where the noise was coming from, it was back by the resonator. And what I was planning on doing is just basically eventually just doing a resonator delete on it, because the resonators are not cheap for those things. And the resonator delete, it would have made a little bit of different tone, especially at certain RPMs. But it's manageable. Long as it's got a muffler on it, it's legal in Pennsylvania. As long as catalytic converter, muffler, you're good. But yesterday the wife, last morning, it was about 5 o'clock in the morning, the wife took it out, and she made it out to the end of the alley here, and part of the exhaust just gave loose and hit the ground. She turned it around, got it in, didn't do any damage to the exhaust. The rest of the exhaust system fell. You know, it was being drug a little bit. But she took it easy and got it in, and she woke me up and she said, hon, the exhaust system fell. I'm like, okay, whatever. Crawled underneath it, take a look. And here, where it gave loose, was right where the catalytic converter rear pipe was welded to the resonator pipe, right to weld. And I took a closer look at it because I figured, well, I'm going to have to replace some exhaust here. So, you know, it's old and rusty. And to be honest with you, I went through with checking it with the screwdriver and everything. The rest of the exhaust is solid as can be. The only place that was rusted out was right around where it was welded. And you can see where when it was welded, it got over penetration, thinned the steel out, the metal out, and it just gave loose there. I've ran into that in the past with actually younger exhausts than what was on my SUV. It just, people get over penetration, and there's a happy medium there. No, I'm not a professional welder. That's why I don't like welded exhausts. You slip them together, you use the right clamps, you tighten it down good so so it doesn't leak, and you're good. Some people don't like that. I have no problem with it. If you don't like it, that's on you, I guess. But I mean, it's like, you get it so it doesn't leak, you're good. That way, it makes it a lot easier later on if you got to replace a pipe. I mean, and that's what I ended up doing was I cut a teeny bit off just to get back into the good steel, which was very thick walled for how old it was. And I went to the auto parts store, which I ended up going to two. Just dumb reasons, but I ended up doing two. But I ended up going to Advanced Auto Parts first. And I've got what they call a reducer pipe. One end was the 2 1/4 that slipped over the pipe that came over the the end pipe for the catalytic converter, and the other one actually fit over the old welded slip end for the resonator. I just slipped them both together, tightened them down with 2 clamps, Is it together? Is it right? That's in the eye of the beholder. I say it's right if it seals. If it seals and holds up, it's right. And I got it to seal, and I got it. It's holding up. I mean, it just drives me nuts whenever I see welded exhausts, because you know they're going to rot out right where at the welds. Those pipes are not thick to start with. If you're welding on something, you get them sealed up, keep them sealed up. Use the right clamps. Do the right method to tighten those clamps down, and they'll seal up. They should seal up good for you. It's not rocket science, guys. It is what it is. I mean, it just is what it is. Good news came about this week, and don't worry, the other half. I've got another channel, and we are actually going to be working together. You guys will be seeing. You guys will know it. It'll go ding. Or as soon as I start doing this, it's going to be an adventure with a gadget, and I'm really excited about this. Not about the gadget, the idea that I'm teaming up with another channel to do this. And I mean, it's things that I just love doing. But that'll be coming up the next few weeks, maybe 3 weeks. And we will be showing this new gadget, new to me gadget, I'll say. And yeah, I'll have another channel doing on this adventure also. And you guys will see, my viewers will see more about this, and hopefully this will all work out to what the other channel and the owner of the channel and I will be doing. I'm really stoked about this, guys. I really am. Yeah, I think this is what we need more of as in our little communities in YouTube. I'm not just a moto vlogger. I love just talking about just gabbing the day away. I love get little cheap gadgets and showing it to you guys, telling you the goods, the bads, and I'm not afraid to tell the bads, and just go along with it. I mean, this is just part of life. Most of the guys like to play with our gadgets. I'm not talking get your mind out of the gutter if you're thinking certain ways, but see, most of us guys like our electronics and stuff like that. Still go the wrong way. Get your mind out of the gutter. I'm watching a lot of other videos as much as I can. And really, to be honest with you, life has been busy. I have been dealing with things around the house, trying to keep up with things. It's just this year is getting to be a real rough year. This couple weeks has been a rough week, couple weeks to say, due to, I mean, we're just getting so much water, so much rain. The grass is growing like crazy. Weeds are growing like crazy. You can see my rubbish I got to cut back. It's already sprouting and growing around. It's just, it is insane. But life is good. Life is good. I'm enjoying the sun we got right now. Finally, we're supposed to have a cloudy day tomorrow. That's when I'm going to cut my grass. Supposed to have thunderstorms the day after. So I'll get my grass cut. The bike, it's still in the same. It's on hold. I haven't really touched this other than put the rear brake pads on. I did discover something, and I've figured I'll pass it along to you guys. On the KL, mine's the KLR 650, the 2009. All KLRs will have this. A lot of other motorcycles will have this too. There is a return spring that brings your rear brake pedal up in the position. Don't know how long the goats has been down. I don't ever remember tearing that section apart, to be honest with you. But the goats was not even engaged at all. I found out that the brake pedal, whenever you hit the brake, it wouldn't come back up, which means the brake pads were dragging the whole time until they burn off and then let you loose. But it's like, that's why I've been going through a lot of brake pads. Well, I've been going through sticky rear brakes, a part of, and it's fixed. It's fixed. It was an easy fix. All you gotta do is you disconnect you loosen up the mount screw for your brake pedal. You pull off the spline. I actually pulled my spline out of the back side so I can lubricate the pivot. You put the pivot and the spline back, and you set this. You just set the spring so it's got the pivot point's hitting it. Then you just put your pedal back on. You tighten up the screws. That way it's under tension whenever you start hitting the brake. That's all you need to do. Easy pleasy. But like I said, I don't recall ever removing that. I don't know. I don't know if it's worn. I know the springs do wear, but it wouldn't have been worn that much. So whatever. I got that repaired. I got that under control. I mean, everything's working properly on the brakes now for the rear. It's just waiting for the parts to fix the stripped valve cover bolt, and then get new seals, new oil, new filters, then put it all together and make it fat and happy. But yeah, let's go ahead and just conclude it at this. This is MuzzleMike. Hope you all have a great week. Signing out.